goes Exhort this game, definitely.
So rely on your teammates to actually do the work. Lifestealer was the last pickup by Team Secret. We didn't even touch on him at all. Do you think that's going to be, like, are we looking at combos? Is this meant to be a rotation kind of thing? Or is this just that we need a really, really strong safe laner who's going to have that immunity? You don't have your Juggernaut in this case, it's going to be the Lifestealer.
I mean, Rage is useful, but I don't think that's what it's about. It's, again, about gap closing. You need somebody that will help the PA get on top of their opponents and do the damage. And that's definitely what Lifestealer can do. And he has a really easy way to do that early. He can infest PA. And then as soon as she jumps in, that's a dead hero. Assuming they don't TP. Oh, Sioma's just gonna die here.
Oh, maybe. He's got support coming over the hill. Puppy's gonna see it thanks to the Observer Ward and Sentry he put down. So Puppy, locked in position. FM, the call snap, the timing. FM keeps moving over.
Denied.
See myself out, shall I?
First blood! I cut you, and I split you, and I killed you!
30 seconds to battle.
There with Puppy suiciding, he lost almost nothing. I don't know if he wasted clarity or what, and Fred bought out before he died. He bought a Quelling Blade and a TP. And the lane hasn't even spawned yet. Like, it just got him a free Quelling Blade. He gets a bit of experience.
Mag?
Oh!
He wanted to come for the Rubin!
The battle begins.
Well-gotten gains.
He did grab Quas, of course, for the cold snap. Absolutely worth it, because they thought they would get the kill. I think he may still go Exhort. We'll see. We'll see what he does with this skill build here. Back to the top lane MP. Lifestealer will just farm, and that should be straightforward.
It's kind of funny. You're talking about, like, Pylai Die actually being on the Pudge from previous times, but this time we have Puppy.
It'll be interesting to see how the playstyle adjusts, basically. Puppy will probably just... I mean, if he gets on top of the Invoker or gets behind him and the PA's there with Dagger and maybe an Orb of Venom, it should be a kill.
Oh, that's going to be painful for FN.
Yeah.
Pilot Eye playing in what I like to refer to as the Jimmy spot.
Yeah, basically. The Jimmy spot has more entrances than it used to, but I kind of like this kind of pressure, and I think that's maybe one mistake a lot of Caudal players do. They just stand in the lane and then they blast. But just a little bit of tricky stuff like that can really start you off on some good regen. Trades, that is.
Well, at least it balances out the lanes for Team Secret. Mid 1 as well as Iceberg. They get to go head-to-head in the mid. It's probably going to get a little bit more difficult for mid 1, but with the Cross Wex build, there's not at least Forge Spirits to harass mid 1 out of the lane, but FNG kind of does that. And again, he got that Pack Wolf aura.
Yeah.
It's the same thing he got yesterday.
With that said, he did stack it first, so he wasn't ultra lucky, he was just a little lucky. It's like 2 out of 4 chances of getting
mid 1. That call snap. There goes the tornado. It actually reached him mid 1. Is he going to survive? Back behind the tower.
Wow.
Forward. Realizing he was practically dead anyway.
And that is a Quas Wex. That's 2 points in Wex there. Maybe not expected from his opponent due to the fact that he did get cold snap for the kill, but that's a huge kill.
You got to give a little bit more respect right there to Pylai Die. Doom denies himself up, but Farev's going to find that kill. Pylai Die has been hitting these Illuminates time and time again. Just lets Farev do a little bit more work as Seema. He's still got the tower for protection.
This is actually a really good dual lane, because the Chakra Magic reduces the cooldown of one of his skills. Whirling Death is 6 seconds. That means he could Whirling Death, wait like 3 or 4 seconds, and then Whirling Death again. Especially if you have trees in that, that's 200 pure damage in the early game. Just for 1 skill point. That's amazing. He might die though. He'll be okay.
Luckily for him, they don't really have enough slow yet. The Drone Ranger control with her movement, like unless she's got boots as well as level 2 arrows, she's probably not able to keep that that control slow on the Timbersaw.
MP's having some trouble top 2. He's getting zoned quite heavily by Mag. He is still farming better, but he's got to be careful here. With Rage, he can almost always survive. It'll give him a reset on Napalm, but
Secret brought support to bottom lane. They just, I believe, de-watered the Observer Ward that was down there. So right now, Vega should have no idea that the Pudge... Okay, now they definitely know. FNG, he gets hooked up. There goes your Rot. Your Luma's coming out from Paladai. Hits perfectly. And the Doom rotation not working out for Vega. As Secret preemptively moving down the Pudge.
Yeah, it's a little tough. Like the Doom in the previous time that they played it was just pressuring mid constantly, but against a PA it's a lot harder. Very mobile hero, can slow from range, can blink strike. Oh, he's gonna go mid this time though.
Yeah, but mid 1 he's got a creep wave to jump out to.
That was so lucky. If he got hit by the Infernal Blade there, he might just die, but He got lucky. 20% evasion. FNG is having a little trouble hitting the mark, and it's basically because Timbersaw's hard to kill. The Pudge does a massive amount of damage if he hooks, because you can rot all the way until you suicide, basically. Puppy's getting stuff done, basically.
It's kind of also fun to watch Puppy's positioning. Like, he just commits suicide at the moment, but he's been fighting in from around side the Radiant jungle, and the Observer Wards, which are down from Vega, you got one on the dire side of the mid-river, you got another one up in the top, blocking up the camp. So it works when Pudge is playing behind the heroes, but instead Puppy is moving in from the Radiant side of the attack.
Yeah, MP doing his best to kill Mag. He got low, but Firefly to the top of the cliff, and no issues there. Still underfarmed, but he is getting levels. Could transition him into the jungle, but if Secret continues to pressure like this, it's going to be really hard for Vega. I mean, Drow Ranger has only 12 last hits at 4 minutes here, completely getting out-farmed by 3 of Secret's cores, and being pressured in the lane. He's out of regen already now.
Yeah, if you can stick around here long enough and hit level 6, then you can normally play catch-up quite easily on the Drow.
Yeah.
Because that's when you get your money back from your towers, but right now Seema's having to hug him, so getting that quick level 6 is really difficult.
Yeah, the forcing the support to be next to you constantly so you don't die is a massive impact that this dual lane accomplishes. So Secret's farming better, and it's delaying the Drow 6. And that means that Iceberg on the mid lane has less damage than you normally expect, just because the Precision Aura doesn't get as leveled up.
Iceberg in the mid lane might also have a couple of other problems. The fact that Puppy is rotating over. This is nighttime, so we can get this close without Iceberg seeing him. And now, okay, Puppy makes it a little bit more obvious.
Yeah.
And goes for a semi-blind hook, but bottom lane, Pylai die. Well, FNG, the chase is on. They get the ghast off, but the nuke is there. Pylai will drop, thanks to Seema. Looking for the revenge!
Get that, but the Timber Chain would hit one of those 8 trees in his way, but he did get the damage.
Pudge is coming down too. Seema, he may not be ready for this one. Puppy, he's got the movement speed with the haste, so he can just rot his way through this one. Hook Seema back in again. Pudge will find the kill, even though Forev helps with a whirling death.
You know, pure damage from Meat Hook makes all the difference there. Fate's Edict wasn't enough to stop it, and Puppy's roam has been super effective. He's got 2 deaths, but both have been suicides, so really he's 1-0 and 2 at the moment. Huge impacts coming from him, and basically every lane is scared. Iceberg is always worried every time the dagger comes out. Is the hook going to land? Maybe not this time because Pudge was just bottom, but makes the lane harder. They're not as able to get as many last hits because they don't feel comfortable being in an aggressive position.
They're going to fight for the top rune. Iceberg's moving up for a mid one in a good, feeling like he can go for this. The Illuminate's going to fly out thanks to the Tornado, interrupting Pylai die a little bit earlier, but they already found the kill on the Invoker. FNG, the Infernal Blade, is going to wear off this effect now. Mid one even gets a crit on the Stifling Dagger. But there's no follow-up here. They've already got what they want. They kill off the mid laner. They get back to the lane and farm up.
Their rotations have just been amazing on Secret. All cores sit, and the supports are rotating perfectly. Occasionally, you do want to rotate a core.
Oh, sure Seema. They smoked. Puppy, if he lands this hook, then Seema should potentially die here. There's no rune that's going to save him from a Puppy. Okay, the Illuminate's off target. Now they drag him back in range of the rock. Pylai die getting nuked. He's trying to play the Fog of War around the tree line. Can't do it. Seema.
I think that's still okay though, because the support's dead now. That means Drow Ranger's probably going to back off. He's in base. It's 7 minutes in. Drow just hit level 5, and she's only got 20 CS. This is a massive advantage for Secret. Like, limiting his offensive potential does everything. And pretty soon here, Lifestealer is going to start participating in some of these ganks.
It's kind of great that you mentioned him. Like, Lifestealer, we haven't felt any real presence from him just yet. Like, MP rotates off the lane, and Drow actually goes to his lane.
Yeah. I've seen the impact of his last hit, so he's 49 at 7 minutes. I don't even think he's missed a last hit. I'm sure he has, because he's against a Bat Rider. Once in a while you have to back up, but man, it's been a perfect game for MP so far.
Well, FNG was waiting on that top lane. Looks like the movement up.
Gank mid as well, mid one, but he should be fine.
Yeah, MP scattered it out. He's still going to open wounds as well as Infest with the movement in from Puppy. They're going to find that hook, drag the Drow Ranger in. FNG wants to try and fight this one with the Infernal Blade on Puppy. He's going to be low, can't deny himself up, however, thanks to the damage that was there. It is the Drow killing off the Pudge before Lifestealer takes his life.
Yeah,
small upside, you get the experience for the Drow.
Yeah, I think it was okay for Vega there. Any experience that the Drow gets is going to be worth it.
She's almost level 6, like only 30 points shy of it.
Yeah, if she would have hit 6 there, I would have been like, absolutely worth it, but still level 5, and they lose their safe lane. That's not the position.
And they lose Mag. The Chakram thrown out as Pylai Die wants to try and help him go in again. Chakra up on Forev.
Forev's just doing so well. I mean, he played Timbersaw and he absolutely wrecked last game as well. Guy's consistently been one of the best mechanical players in the world. Always been on top leaderboards, even in China, playing with lag delay from Korea or whatever place they were living at the time.
Is under attack.
He's making it work too.
I love how the only way Vega believe they can, like, they just got to buff the drop to level 6. She now hits it, but they put her into the jungle. It's like, just get your level 6, because the Invoker needs this. He's going Cross Wax. He needs to have that amplification of damage, which now he does, sitting at 68 plus 57.
It helps, but it only does so much. Like, this is the I'm really poor on Drow. You buy Tango and you jungle with it.
Oh, the tornado. Here they go again with the hold. Mid one. Oh, the hook up. Puppy is there for the save. They try to throw the nuke. It ends up healing up mid one even more.
Yeah. And Pudge justifies his value again. He's under-leveled now, level 4 at 9 minutes, but I don't think that matters. He probably won't get a channeled ulti anyways. He's got what he needs. Tranquil Soul Ring. He can cast all the hooks. He can stack camps. He can even jungle them occasionally.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of like the roaming Earthshaker days.
Yeah,
always there. Like the fissure would be a block save. In this case, it's like it's a pull save out with the hook.
Pie's pretty dead bottom, I think.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have mana leak, so there's actually nothing he can do.
He spent all of his money. Like maybe he can buy an extra TP scroll with the 50 gold he's sitting on. That's exactly what he does. But he's got his Trunker Boots on the Keeper of the Light, so his sustain should be really quite good from now.
I'm quite unsure about Oracle stealing that kill. I really feel, I mean, that could have been more gold going to Batrider for a faster Blink Dagger, but what does Oracle need? I guess he kind of needs Arcane Boots because of the mana cost increase, but surely Blink Dagger would get you more gold in the long run. That felt like a bit of a steal. MP's got Armlet as well in the top lane, 1 kill on him. Doom is under-leveled, level 5. If he gets on top of Doom, Doom dies, 100%.
Mastiff Doom has no extra support to TP in for the moment. Vega. Okay, yeah, they're going to be too late. Puppy's already moving in. There goes your Stifling Dagger, saw him up, hook him into the tree line. And then no support will come, so more optimistic from FNG, thinking he can do anything about that tier 1 tower.
This draft is so cool, actually. Just all it takes to make Pudge good in this game is to have a PA in it. Because you have a 6-second cooldown, 100% slow ability, that gives you the easiest hooks ever, or 50%, sorry. But it's still a massive slow in the early game. Just 1 dagger, let him hook, you get all this bonus damage, and they're out of position. It's just fantastic.
It's kind of funny, like it was semi nerfed, but I haven't really seen a situation yet, like yesterday or today, where the range of Stifling Dagger has been a problem.
That's because it's only for like level 1, level 2, basically, that the range is bad. After that, it's around where it used to be. So it's just a nerf to early game PA roaming, pretty much. You could probably still make it work, you just have to be closer to casting the first place.
Highlight Eye starting the recall, they're going on FN. And who's going to be in range for it? Who's actually coming in? Of course it's mid one. The easy jump forward. You're going to go for the gust back. There was no other stun that was going to affect him, so FN's TP out was always going to be successful.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would have worked. Maybe Pudge if he dodged the sounds, but a little scary.
It's kind of funny, like when you look at it from Team Secret, like the heavy lack of stuns that arrive. Like obviously they got huge amounts of damage, but until you got that dismember, that's kind of it, right?
Yeah, but that's okay. You don't always need stuns to win games. It just helps in certain circumstances. Zuma's in trouble. He's going to have to ulti himself, I think.
That Illuminate's coming in. Is he going to use it? He'll save it.
It's just not worth it. He's going to die no matter what. He wanted to wait. If Open Wounds came out too early, he could cast it and probably get away, but he held it. MP was smart about that. Easy kill.
So a 12-minute Bloodstone onto Forev.
That's really fast. You know that armor window we were talking about? He's going to be fine, guys.
The one we had yesterday was like, oh, I gotta get 2 plate melons just to try and balance this out. FNG! Well, with no Infest pop, it's not enough damage to find the kill, but it won't matter. Forever's got his... Yeah, he's going to shark him up in right now, and the damage is more than enough. There goes your first chain. Up to Mag, has to play the hillside out, turns around, FN's moving over, Gust is available, but MP already into the rage. They're trying to go on Forever, but FN, he came too close to MP, lose the advantage. The last thing doesn't do anything, and Timbersaw now
Triple kill! Archives of time are lost with me.
I mean, the base level of this game is that Frev hasn't missed a single Timbersaw skill in like the last 3 engagements. Every skill he throws, he gets a kill. It's never dodged. And that just makes a massive impact. Drow tries to show up, they kill her as well, and then their synergy just comes together. Like, Chakra Magic on any of their heroes is amazing. Dagger plus Hook is amazing. They have so many solutions to any issue that Vega throws at them, and they're far behind.
And FACEIT just keeps going for more. If Vega are far behind, then this Timber Sword can become more and more effective. 17 Bloodstone charge is probably going to be a lot higher by the end of this game.
Yeah. You know what we're going to also see too? Chakra Magic on PA double dagger.
Oh.
We're going to see people just die. Be like, dagger, dagger. Dead. Once he gets his Deso, he's very close.
I wonder what the RNG is going to be like with the crit too.
Well, yeah,
that would be really sad.
It's 50% chance to land a crit, so you're usually not going to get one crit, but that doubles your chance with a normal dagger. So you could go some kind of cheese build with this if you really wanted to, like even like Deso Rapier or something.
At this point with Secret, because you've obviously got the Lifestealer, is it worthwhile just going in for Roshan? Or should you finish like off the tier 1 tower first? Or like, you don't want to give Vega the opportunity to counter you?
Yeah, I think just killing heroes is so much easier. You're so far ahead. You've got more than enough physical damage. You don't have to cheese this. Don't give them an opportunity to fight you when Roche is low and you've lost half your HP by getting hit by Roche. It's just not worth it.
Oh, Mag doesn't see him coming. Parlay just got to put the ward on the hillside there. Smoke did break. And now they put an observe ward, actually not on the hill, they put it a little bit further down. They've got the Lifestealer infest inside of mid 1. Looks like Pilot just has to go back to defend the tier 1 tower. Secret haven't found what they're looking for with this smoke.
Yeah, and if nobody defends the tower, it's obvious that they're smoked, so that's why Pilot had to go back. But he was a little too late. If they had the ward down a bit faster, maybe Pilot with the observers instead of Puppy, they could have gotten the kill, but they haven't lost that much. It's one smoke, they're going to see all of Vega top, and that's exactly when they start Roshing. Unless they really want to fight, but they're kind of out of position. If they could take Roche right now and get mid tier 1 or pressure both lanes.
They're actually in a position where, yeah, they can pressure both the tier 1 tower mid as well as the tier 2. They smoke up next to the tier 1 tower. So this is a rotation. The Lifestealer is still inside of mid 1, so he'll have double infest.
They're recalling Timber too. This is a pretty good idea. I kind of wish they would just pressure mid and bottom, but I guess giving a trade to a team that's losing bad is iffy. But the tower's dead already. Like, they're going to be there late.
I think they just want the fight anyway. If they got the confidence and they can get the initiation, they won't really care. Sentry Wall's down, mid 1's running in. The Hawk blind from Puppy doesn't find the mark. Still that infest damage. They get the last two and they hold MP in position. But the rage protects him. He can move over to Seema. FACEIT so low, they want that kill, but the heal is now actually helping FACEIT. And he gets pulled.
He got it so bad that it's like, it wasn't even like he had a lot of bloodstone charges. It was just so early that his typical respawn was like 30 seconds. Instantly up. He gets a play mail now. That'll make all the difference there. He did look a little squishy, but silences tons of right clicks and magic damage. That's all he needs. Plate mail cloak. That puts Timber in his safe zone. So it kind of worked. They did lose some heroes, but I think ultimately that was fine for Secret to accomplish. They lose the tower, but again, killing Vega heroes.
If they can still also get a tower in return, like MP's already beaten down this tier 1 tower. But Vega have moved into position to try and hold this off.
There was no lasso, by the way. They did use it in the last fight, and they still get the tower. Late fortify actually cost them so much.
Dro tried at the blinding light. And FACEIT. They need. And look at the premium in mid 1. They need to have this stifling dagger. They need to have the slow and then the jump in damage. And Mag will end up dying, still so far away from his blink dagger. They just can't dictate the terms of the fight. Yeah. They don't have the initiation.
And they're out. The mobility on Secret is far better as well. They get to choose when they initiate. They can't blink in on Batrider because he went drums first, and I don't even know if blink would have been better. In most cases, he's going to be the one that gets gone on, and he needs the HP and the movement speed to help out.
Well, it looks like Team Secret, they are going to stop on Roshan. Parlay can easily hold the mid lane out while Timber pushes the bottom.
It's really straightforward Roche. Lots of damage from Lifestealer. They can open wounds Roche as well to heal from this if they want. All it takes is 2. And in the meantime, 2 heroes farming, 1 hero in position for help if needed.
How do you even apply damage to FACEIT now? Like, it's almost like the Oracle nukes are the only things they've got to really work with. Because you've got the plate mail on. Dro Ranger doesn't have enough items to justify saying, hey, she's going to actually hit hard. And this Invoker is still, like, he doesn't have a main item. He's got a Hand of Midas.
Yeah, and he had to buy that as well. And that's one of the issues with Quaswex. You get the Midas slower than you would on Exhort. and you're not able to also contribute to the map globally while just AFK farming. So this is the build he had to do to guarantee that he could be relevant late game, especially because their early game was good. Because if you just say, well, I'll just rush a Orchid and try to win the game there, as soon as they get BKB, your item's worthless and you've lost. You're not going to catch up and farm.
So how do you build now if you're the Invoker? Like is it just like the straight up Aghanim Scepter and...
He's picked up a drum first, so that gives them some teamfight mobility. I actually like that idea that they need to buy aura items and they need to win team fights. And there's gold advantage on secret, so they need to grab items that'll be good for them.
Oh, they're good opportunity. Oh, the tornado! The call snap for Vega.
He gets that kill if he tornadoes there, but it missed. It just simply missed. It would have done.
It's because he chained forward. The tornado was like just after.
Exactly. The same time that he tried to tornado, Frev also did the timber chain down, and it would have done about 350 magic reduced down to 280.
Oh, Pylai die. He managed to just get the recall. Mag thought he had an easy kill on Pylai die, but mid one gets pulled in. Mid one not actually that healthy. As you start to see the.
Okay, Book definitely does, especially if you kill him with it. He was absolutely fine there. Little low on mana, but again, he's got a Soul Ring Tranquil. Just the easy build up here. And Puppy's doing super well this game. Everybody on Secret is doing super well. Nobody's having a bad game. They're completely controlling the map, and it's just going to scale more and more in their advantage.
Vega need to get some kind of lucky pick off. Right now, the hook is the Observer Ward, which Iceberg has up on that hillside. It's about to time out. And Puppy, well... in the last seconds of the ward, literally 12 seconds, he's going to get the 100 gold from it.
Basher on FNG top, he's definitely dead.
Supports there, Tornado, they wait the rage out, and with the gust, the EMP is going to burn him out. You got the Fortune's End slowing him down too, but mid...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Pretty good for Vega. I wouldn't be surprised if they get gold from that one, but they're going to lose the tower as well, and that's just not going to be worth it. A good kill on MP. Thought he'd get the Doom. Doom's a little too tanky, though. It's just more and more map pressure. Like, Vega has so much trouble getting kills. That was the ideal circumstance. Solo hero that
oh, not so again! Another...
It just keeps piling and piling more and more gold and experience advantage, and they still have Aegis, so PA has no chance of dying anytime soon. 3k gold in her bank. I think she just gets like a BKB next and just jumps on the Drow Ranger every fight. Maybe Vlad's. We'll see.
I just jumped on the Drow anyway. Doom is at the point where he's dooming up a Pudge. Not the greatest target in the world, especially when you're now mentally lost everything. The Ghost Walk, but they're still finding pick-off after pick-off, plus taking buildings at the same time.
They just can't stand up to anything. The Vlad's helps, but Doom just got blown up from half HP with a crit. Same deal for Oracle. He's having trouble staying alive, and Invoker's just not doing enough damage. They never got to that stage where Tornado EMP would have been good.
I think Coddle is actually doing more damage, and he'll do even more soon. He's almost finished up his Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah.
Like 300 gold till an Ag's on Coddle, and we're only 22 minutes into the game.
And his levels are great too. He's level 11 now at 22 minutes. Especially getting to that 11 to 16 mark on Coddle does everything. More mana, more nukes. More effective mana leak from farther away.
I was actually wondering with the Ags coming so quickly for Pylai Die if it was worth him skipping the second point in his ultimate.
No, not. It still does buff the level of Blinding Light and Recall. So faster recall, lower cooldown Blinding Light. So you can delay it if you want to, yeah. But usually I think it's justified getting 2 points once you have Ags. I really like Blinding Light though. That's just me.
I kind of like mana leak, so I'm fine either way.
Yeah, cast range can be nice. At 2 points of mana leak, I would do it for, but maybe not 3.
Oh, looks like Vega are grouping up on the top lane. Got an Observer Ward watching around their own Ancients.
That's their safe zone basically. The jungle is not theirs. That is controlled by Secret. That's for sure. So this at least gives them an ancient camp and a large camp.
I wonder if this movement is also so secret. Like Secret are going to take your tier 2 tower on bottom lane. If you push fast enough, do you get any level of trade?
Well, or they can maybe bait Doom and turn things around. There's a small chance.
Well, Secret's coming. They can bring back people very quickly, not just like the TPs, it's the recall.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Stick it out.
You know, again, more kills for free. They even get there late, and it still works out. And that's the power of Pudge. All it takes is one hook, and they're forced to fight. Doom completely out of position. He didn't even get to use his ultimate. He ran out of mana there.
There's a Lotus Orb over on the Timber now.
Just typical Forever items and a hood and a boots of travel.
So your magical damage doesn't do enough. You're protecting yourself in case Batrider's even considering lassoing.
You get silenced, and it doesn't matter because then you can remove it with Lotus.
So Gus doesn't have this effect.
And the same goes for his allies too. It doesn't have to be just on him.
May be dead. That Firefly's wearing off. He won't get down the hillside in time. Mid one will jump forward, and Lifestyle knows how much this one is in the bag. If he has to, okay, he'll jump down. He didn't have to do that. So that was a kill.
MP had a really good ride going for him there. He could just be lazy, but he's like, oh god, you guys are useless. I have to kill you.
If you want something done right, do it yourself.
Just pop out and AoE. That's how you solve problems.
Blink Dagger Ether Lens over on Puppey. Like, the amount of money, like, what is even the advantage? Like, we're 25 minutes in right now. Net worth is stretched over 21 to almost 22,000 in favor of Team Secret.
I thought this game, I mean, it's only one game.
Yeah, it's a best of three. It's a best of three.
But Secret is owning right now. They're actually completely owning. They're making almost no mistakes. Their draft has been impeccable. Their rotations have been impeccable.
But you do wonder, like, what could Vega even do about it? Because the Batrider didn't get the early Blink Dagger, do they have any other real options?
Early engagements had to go a little bit better. That would have helped, but it's tough.
Oh, the hook again. This time it's over on FN. The blinding light pushing him back. False promise. They need more heals on the FN. He starts his TP out with a dismember. Cancels the TP. So... This is the high ground time.
Not looking good. I think one thing that Vega definitely could have done differently, I think the Doom was very ineffective against PA, and the PA was already picked when they picked Doom. They thought that they could get some advantage there, and maybe they should have been able to with Quaswex, Invoker, and a Doom roam, but the problem was that there was so much pressure on the safe lane, the Drow Ranger got no farmed, it forced Doom to be there, and then in a tri-lane situation, Doom is not nearly as effective. So just by having a really strong tri-lane and a hero like Pudge, it completely threw Vega off, and the hero that they picked became less effective. So that was the really smart thing about what Secret did. They made the Doom useless. And all the other heroes on Vega played about to what they could, but they needed that 5-position hero to be more effective in the laning stage.
So I actually just see 55 armor on Forev.
I wouldn't be surprised.
When his reactive armor was up, combining up with the double plate melts he got in his items.
Yeah, it is plate melt number 2, so... Not too surprising here. We'll be Shivas afterwards, so basically countering so much attack speed.
Oh, they should jump forward, FNG. Well, they try and save him getting the initiation. They at least get the Doom on mid one, but when
So the one guy they went on was Doom, but because of Scorched Earth, it gave him double the heal rather than just a regular typical Oracle stuff. So he got massive amounts of survivability there. He's getting 80 HP per second from Scorched Earth during the Oracle ulti. Stays alive.
FN still wants this kill if he can get it. Forev in the cover of his Lotus Orb. Moving forward, that Stifling Dagger, no crit, but the Chakrams, the double slow they have. Not doing enough work.
They're slowing it, but killing Forev is almost impossible.
Invoker and Doom are back up again. The TP's coming to the front lines. That's Invoker TPing inside the base, 4-staff down. He needs this Tornado Connect. It will. Sends Forev up and towards the air. Stifling Dagger, slowing him down, but the Cold Snap Forev couldn't actually connect on the Timber Chain. Mag on the front lines. Mid one looking for an opening. That Illumina hits hard.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Team Secret.
Amazing how much they controlled that game, and to mark it off, they started with a Pudge pick. It was their second pick. They went PA Pudge. They knew that it could mess up the lanes at